lots of thoughts. I don't think any of them are quick. I mean, and I think that's initially kind of the problem, is that a lot of the gut reaction is quick, but there's so many nuances here. So I'm glad we got some time to start to unpack some of those. But yeah, no,
Okay.
a lot of people are impacted.
So first thing I want to point out is, some people are, really upset, and, rightfully so. This kind of came out of nowhere. It's a pretty quick change. Times are changing in the world anyway, but it's a very dramatic change, and it could impact a lot of people, their livelihood, their families, and all that stuff. So one interesting thing is this is not the first time that Amazon has made changes before. In fact, there's quite a history, and I'm going to, Jesse, I'm going to turn it over to you while I share some of the documentation of the historical changes over time, if you just want to talk generally about that.
Yeah. So the biggest, I think, impact happened a few years ago in April of 2017. And then there was another sizable impact the following May. But this kind of got me on a little bit of a rant. We started digging into it and started using a tool called the archive.org, the Wayback Machine, and just started to try to understand what is Amazon doing with their affiliate program. Is it going down and everyone knows it's going down, but then it comes back up when no one's looking, or is it just going down and down and down? So went on a bit of a binge late last year, and just did a ton of research. Found as much data as I could for the last decade, and found about 50 different times, just shy of 50 different times, that Amazon has changed their commission rates in the last decade, and charted those all out. They're in a big spreadsheet that you can find from that article as well. But the gist is that Amazon continues to decrease their commission rates. We found kind of this overall metric, this kind of average across all categories metric. So I don't know if you want to show the screenshot of, or not the screenshot, the graph. I think that's relatively near the top of the article. But you can kind of see that over time, the number of categories kind of creeps up and then jumps way up. And then you can see the line, is kind of slowly dropping. There's some pretty major drops as well over the time period, and then obviously most recently. But there's kind of two sides to this. Yes, it's a bummer. Things are dropping, but if you're reading the tea leaves, it's something that was kind of foreseen. Amazon is kind of always constantly adjusting things, tweaking things, running experiments, etc. And it seems that April to May timeframe is when Amazon does those things. So this is horrible. I don't want to downplay that whatsoever, especially if one of your categories went from something solid to 1 or 2 or 3%. It's a major bummer. But on the flip side, Amazon's affiliate program it's going to be 24 years old in July. It's a very mature program. It's in general considered to be one of the highest converting affiliate programs. The affiliate commission rates have always been pretty generous. Not to I think they didn't do this the right time. I think the language could have been. I think there was a lot of things they could have done better, but it's not surprising that it was done, and I don't think they're done doing it as well. But I do understand why they did it. I don't agree with it, but I understand it.
Well said. And again, links are in the description. So I do want to point out, people can dig into a lot of the narrative and see how this plays out. And Jesse, thanks for pulling this data together. I didn't realize you're a hard worker, so I'm not surprised you did all the research and stuff, but I didn't know it was all there. I think I'm going to hop over to the post where, you title it "Time to Leave Amazon Associates," which I obviously stole for this live stream title. It's a pretty good one. Why do copywriting when someone else did it for you? So the overall, a couple things to point out. Jesse and I are both entrenched in the Amazon associate program. So I would say, number one, we're not associated with Amazon at all. So we're not speaking for Amazon. We don't, just legally, we don't know anything. We're just a couple guys here for your entertainment. So hopefully it's a little bit entertaining. And the other thing is, we're sort of entrenched. So keep that in mind. We're trying to bring you good information, but at the same time, this is part of our livelihood. So just be aware of that. I think it's fair for us to say. And Jesse's nodding. People can't see him right now, but he's nodding. He agrees with me with the two things 100%. I just said. So number one, I just want to get right to the point. Should people think, hey, I need to leave Amazon, I need to do something else? And if not, why is Amazon still a good option right now, Jesse?
There's two different sides to it, right? There's your personal shopping buying behavior, and then there's your work behavior, your use of the Amazon affiliate program. And while we're talking about affiliate stuff, and that definitely deserves the bulk of it, you as a consumer, you as a shopper also needs to be considered to some degree. I know that our family, we have Amazon boxes on our front porch on a pretty regular basis. I don't absolutely love the company, but we have a Prime membership and it makes shopping really easy. My wife does an awesome job managing all that, and she has my full approval to continue to shop at Amazon. But with that in mind, putting on your affiliate hat, knowing that there is over 100 million Prime members in the US alone, that Amazon has, I think it's 38 or 39% US e-commerce market share according to eMarketer, and the next biggest competitor is Walmart with 5%. Amazon still is typically the dominant shopping giant for at least us here in the US. So there's two sides to the story as an affiliate. Yes, you can abandon Amazon's affiliate program, and you have every right to do so. This was pretty crappy. But at the end of the day, some percentage of your audience will buy from the store you recommend, but that other percentage are going to buy the product where they would prefer to buy it. And that's kind of the hard nuance here, is just because Amazon's dropping the affiliate rates doesn't mean you should abandon, especially if your demographic has a higher percentage of Prime membership, or that Amazon serves your audience base incredibly well. Yes, you may be able to get, 2 or 3x more commission rate from another store, but if no one buys from that store, your conversion rate is going to be so low that it doesn't matter. Your net revenue likely will not change. So when you put the question on kind of either or, it's an impossible question to answer. It's really hard to say, I'm going to be 100% Amazon, or I'm going to be 100% Walmart, 100% Best Buy, or 100%, Acme Store Co. that has an awesome affiliate program that pays me 50% commission. Because at the end of the day, it's really where your shopper's going to buy. Your job as an affiliate marketer is to recommend the product. And a lot of people do a great job with that, but that last mile part is the real challenge. Where are they going to buy? And traditionally, Amazon was a win, right? A good, easy to use affiliate program that had great conversion rates and reasonable rates, commission rates. With those commission rates dropping, conversion rates probably aren't going to change. So it's less revenue for us if we stick with them. But again, is there more revenue elsewhere? Is the buying behavior there? So again, the either or question is a really, really hard one.
And I just want to highlight something again from the post that people can read a little bit more deeply if they follow the link in the description. Amazon has a 38% market share, and Walmart is number 2. Is that right, Jesse?
Yes, with like 4 point something. Okay. Rounds up to 5, I think.
So 7.5 times more market share, if I'm doing the math right. So
U.S. e-commerce, eMarketer. If you Google, Amazon market share U.S., eMarketer is the one that did that survey, and I think it's relatively new. And it's eMarketer is a pretty well-known name in the industry for having good metrics, but that's the number I'm going off of.
Okay, very good. So that's a huge difference. So even if another company is paying a much larger percentage, the math may still work out for Amazon. Obviously, Amazon's a big company. They have a little weight they can throw around. So they have leverage. There's not a ton that we can do. So I know
that we can do as affiliates. But again, as a shopper, if you don't agree with Amazon, stop buying on Amazon. Sorry.
Nope, and that's a great point. I was going to say, because the shipping times have increased during this, these last few weeks, sometimes it is better to order from somewhere else if it's going to take longer, or you can get product of American suburbs. So Walmart is a place that I go to anyway. It's familiar. I know where all
Target's, half a mile away, and they do curbside pickup for us. Target has a great affiliate program.
Yep. Yeah. So both of those are two, completely viable options to add to the mix potentially. And, we're going to get into some of the details on that, but I want to talk just a little bit about like other options that people may have. So I'm going to jump in and say display ads are another option for people. So there's a lot, there's AdSense, there's Ezoic, there's a lot of other companies out there. And if you have content on your site that is primarily review based, maybe you're still going to be better off directing people to an affiliate program because you're reviewing products. It's all about buyer intent. It's all about like the visitor on their site and how you solve the problem for them by helping them hopefully make a decision. Sometimes you may have a lot of informational content, how-to content. And in that case, well, it's a no-brainer. There's probably a good chance you're going to make more money with display ads because, the way the world works. Now I know there's a whole other argument around display ads. Ad spend right now is declining. Things are shifting, but you have options. You definitely have options. So those are a couple ideas, just without even adding other affiliate programs. But Jesse, do you have any? I mean, you've been in the affiliate game for how long?
Started in 99, 2000.
Wow.
Yeah, I hated affiliate marketing initially, but that's another story.
Sure.
It was the only option after the .com crash. So I guess maybe it was 2001. Yeah, is when I dove into. So yeah, banner ads were no longer an option. So my first websites I had to do affiliate marketing, and I was horrible at it. It didn't convert, and I hated affiliate marketing. But yeah, again, that's another story for another day. It's been a wild ride. It's been an absolutely wild ride.